Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a practice that focuses a bit more on some back bends, coming into sphinx pose, cobra pose, dancer pose, and ending in our camel pose. So I hope you'll join me lying on your belly. Come onto your belly. We're going to lie on our belly. We're going to stack our hands and rest our forehead on our hands. And just take a few nice deep breaths, allowing your belly to press into the mat. And just gently releasing with each exhalation. Notice maybe how your low back is feeling, how your whole body feels. And then we're going to prop ourselves up into sphinx pose. So depending on how your back feels will depend on where you place your elbows. So if your back is a little tender, maybe you want your elbows out in front, but you don't want to hunch up those shoulders, so you're still pressing the forearms down and lengthening up. If the back's okay, walk the elbows in a little bit closer. Press the forearms down, squeeze the shoulder blades back, lengthen the spine, pressing the tops of your feet into your mat. Mine are a little bit wider than my hips, totally fine. Focus on the breath. And then we're going to slowly lower that chest back down. We're going to take our hands just beside our shoulders. So roll the shoulders back, keep the elbows nice and close, and my hands are hovering, pressing the tops of the feet into my mat. Pull up the pelvic floor, draw the belly in, press the pubic bone towards the mat. Little baby cobra. Inhale as you lift up, and exhale to lower down. 2 more times. Now, if you need to, you can stay with just the baby cobra or gently press your hands into the mat. Again, roll those shoulders back, elbows in, press the tops of the feet down, bellies in, pubic bone presses to the mat, and we gently lift up, press into the palms, come up a little bit higher. And then slowly release down, press back into your child's pose for just a moment. Take a breath. Bring yourself up onto hands and knees, just so we can step our right foot in between our hands here. Belly is in, press that top foot into the mat, bring yourself up, stacking shoulders over the hips, pelvic floor up, belly in, raise those arms up, and then maybe a little bit of a back bend. Bringing those hands down, fingertips to the mat, curl the toes under, the back toes, belly is in as you lift up, bend your back knee, and then bring yourself up to balance. So again, shoulders are over the hips, belly is in, pelvic floor up, raise those arms up. So if you can straighten your leg without tilting that pelvis a lot, you can, otherwise keep the knee bent. Maybe you want to hook your thumbs, lift the heart up, and lean back. Release the hands down, step that back foot in. We're going to come into our dancer pose. Drawing that belly in, lift the back foot up. See if you can reach the inside of the foot. Extend the right arm up. Push the foot into your hand and lengthen up. Finding a place to gaze at. Breathing. Release your hands, standing tall. Inhale the arms up. Belly's in. Exhale, bend the knees. Dive forward. Bring your hands to your shins as you lengthen. Bring your hands to the mat and step way back into a plank. Lower to your knees. Hug those elbows in, slowly lower back down onto your belly. Uncurl the toes, revisit your sphinx pose. Press the forearms down, squeeze the shoulder blades back. So maybe you can bring the elbows in a little closer the second round around, or maybe not, that's okay. Breathing, releasing down. Roll those shoulders back. This time, again, if you need baby cobra, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll just start with our cobra. Gently pressing in. Keep the pubic bone on the mat. Keep those elbows in. Releasing down. You can do that again. Or our fingertip cobra. Coming fingertips off the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows as high as those shoulders. Press the feet into the mat. Belly is in. And wave yourself up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale as we come up. You can pause. Maybe look over one shoulder and dip the other shoulder down. Come up. Switch sides. Come up. Release down. Press back for a brief child's pose. Coming back up onto hands and knees, bellies in, stepping that left foot between your hands. Root down, lengthen up, stacking shoulders over the hips. Reach those arms up, maybe little back bend. Reach the heart up towards the sky. And bringing those hands down, curl the back toe under, bellies in, lift the knee up and bend that knee as you stack your hips and shoulders over one another, extending the arms up, maybe hooking your thumbs, maybe straightening that back leg a little bit, but don't let it tilt your pelvis too much. Lift into a back bend if that's appropriate for your body. Keep breathing. Releasing those hands down, step that back foot in a bit, preparing for our dancer pose. Make that L shape with your right hand and hook the inside of your foot. Extend the left arm up, push into your hand as you lengthen up and tilt just slightly forward. Strong core, stay focused, keep breathing. And then release to your mountain pose. Inhale your arms up. Bellies in, dive forward. Hands to your shins to lengthen. Root those hands down. This time just step back, hands and knees, coming up onto your shins for our camel pose. So if you need cushioning underneath your knees, by all means, please put some there. All right, we want to stack shoulders over our hips, pelvic floor up, belly in. Inhale, right arm circles around into the low back. Inhale, the left arm circles around, exhale to the low back. So it's like you're going to push your hips forward. You're imagining there's a bar that goes across your shoulder blades, and we want to lift up and over the bar. I like my chin tucked in, but you can keep your neck long. Just don't tilt the chin up. And then we're going to come up. We're going to inhale, the right arm comes up. Let's curl our toes under. Exhale, bring the right fingertips to your right heel. And then inhale, just lift the left arm up for the ceiling. Press the hips forward. Try and square your body off. Belly is in as we come up. Other side, inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, circle it around. Maybe fingertips find your heel. And then just inhale, raise the right arm up. Square your hips, your shoulders forward, and lean back while you're pushing the hips forward. Belly is in as we come up. This time, maybe full posture. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, fingertips to the heels. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, fingertips to the heels. Push the hips forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Again, up and over that imaginary bar. Chin in or neck long. And breathing. And of course, if you can't do this full posture, you do one of the other options we've already done. Okay, belly is in. Bring those hands up to your low back. Uncurl your toes. Slide those hands down the legs. As you come into child's pose, balasana, hands maybe on the inside of your heels, hooking them, forehead to the mat. Breathe. And then just into a nice, quick little seat, a little bound angle pose. But instead of bringing the heels in, we're going to bring the feet in front of us, making that diamond shape. So more like our tortoise pose, just to counter stretch the back bending we've been doing. So hands either come onto your shins and you round the spine and tuck the chin in, or turn the palms up, slide the hands underneath those shins. And the same idea, tuck the chin in, round the spine. And if you don't like this, you could stay in child's pose. You could lie on your back and hug your knees to your chest. Just a nice counter for all that back bending. Deepen the breath, soften the body. And then slowly make your way out of the posture. And that is our yoga bite for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the practice. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a great day.